Hello, everybody, and we are going to take a look at conditional formatting, which really is one of the easy yet valuable tools that we have in Excel. I'm excited to use this because when it's applied properly, it really lets some of the information in your spreadsheet really jump out at you and make it easy to find the outliers or the exceptions or your star performers or that little piece of information that can really help you accomplish your goals, whatever they may be. So the trick in using conditional formatting is to understand two concepts. First, you need to know that you need to select everywhere where that outlier or that information could conceivably be present. So even if you have a small set of data, you need to make sure that you include all the possible areas where that outlier or that key piece of information could be, not where you see it already if it is a small group. So anywhere it could be has to be selected. Second of all, you need to make sure that the piece of information you're looking for is properly set up in the rules of the formatting. So let's start with number one. First, we need to select all of the area in our spreadsheet where that piece of information could theoretically be present. So in this example here, real basic calculation, we're going to calculate the weekly wage for a set of workers and the total amount due them. So we're going to select wherever that total wage, where we're going to use the conditional formatting, the total amount due them for that week, wherever that amount could be. So of all of our workers right here, this is the area, F2 through F8, where that information could be found when we're thinking about the total amount we're paying them. Now we're going to go to the conditional formatting box, and we now need to select the correct rule to highlight the information we're looking for. So let's say we're looking for our most expensive employee and our least expensive employee. When you roll your mouse over each one of these areas, it'll show you some of the not custom, but the preset rules already available to you in Excel. So for example, this will show rules that are anybody making more than something or less than something or between certain figures that we can establish. The next one will show you the top bottom rules and give careful analysis to what you're looking at here. This will show you the top 10 items, which is fine unless you only have 7 employees. If I show you the top 10 of my 7 employees, that wouldn't work. However, think of these as different categories. Although we can say it's the top 10, we can actually say, I understand it's the top 10, but I want to find the top 4 employees or the top 3 employees, and then the format we might choose. Well, in this case, let's choose the top 10% because that's something that's more aligns to to a larger spreadsheet. So if we say, let me find the top certain percentage, the top 10%, for example. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the top 10%. We could make it the top 20%, and let's do that. And it'll give us the options for formatting. We can use some of the preset ones, or we can use a custom format. And just to illustrate the idea, these are very simple to choose, but if we want a custom format, we click here, and it'll then ask us, well, what do you want to show? Well, I want to have the fill be a nice, bright, obvious fill for the people who match that selection. So anybody who's in the top 20% of this area of information will be formatted with that colored fill. When I click OK, we're going to have it show up like this. And we'll see now that my top 20% of people consists of Jeff. Now, the way to check that your conditional formatting is working is this. Select a random one that's not selected here, and we'll see that 610 is the top 20% of our employees, and it's highlighting the one who is that. Well, I can take the formula out here and just plug in a number that's obviously higher than 610. Let's say that Sue is making $900. Now, when I plug that in, the formatting obviously shifts to the new top number, and that verifies to me, I'm going to click undo, that verifies to me that this is working. So again, two principles. One, select the entire area where the information that you are hoping to analyze or get a quick glance at, anywhere that information could be found. So I need to select all of my employee totals, not just the one that I already know is going to be the highest. It needs to be all of them. Second, choose a rule that's going to highlight properly the information that you want to illustrate, whether it be the top people, the bottom people, the high performers, the low performers, the average performers, the number of items you have in inventory, whatever the case might be. All right, good luck with your assignment, and shoot me an email if there's any way I can help.